Hello, everyone. Jonathan Bear here on Facebook and Mercury's Messenger Astrology on YouTube. Thanks for joining me. I'm doing a video here today. Basically, I want to get this astrology thing going for me. About 16 months ago, uh, I left a job due to some circumstances that I didn't feel comfortable with, and I really felt the universe was pushing me towards developing an online presence. A friend of mine is kind of into acting, and he got me to take an acting course. I didn't really feel like that connected to it, but I felt like it was maybe a start of doing something more like this, right? Um, Building an a screen presence, building my confidence up, public speaking, and things like that. As well, during that time, I was I have two Facebook pages, Mercury's Messenger Astrology, and I think it's Enchanted Existence Astrology. I haven't really been on there too much lately, but uh, last winter, January, February, March, April, even right into May, I was writing articles every new moon, full moon, articles on Saturn and whatnot. And I turned 40, and this North Node thing, I kind of gave up on myself temporarily, lost the momentum, and I'm kind of here to try and pick that back up. You know, was watching Leo King last night, and he did a video, basically an anniversary of the past 6 years of doing astrology videos every day. 6 years ago, he was in a situation where he had no job, was looking at possibly being homeless and whatnot, and so he decided to start doing videos every day. And I think I'm going to follow that inspiration and do the same, because I'm kind of in that sort of situation too. I haven't worked in 16 months. Um, I've been smart with money. I still have a little bit of savings. I live off grid, so my bills are basically non-existent. I just have some yearly, taxes or whatnot that I have to deal with, and auto insurance. Besides that, I don't really have many bills, so really I don't need to make a lot of money doing this. Just a little bit to get by um, would be great, and then that way there I can continue doing following and helping people understand something that I have a great interest in, a calling for, which is astrology. So yeah, here I am doing a video, starting hopefully a new path. Let's see where it takes me. I'm really feeling good about it. Taurus, May 15th is changing signs. Sorry, Taurus. Uranus is moving into Taurus, and this is a change of value. I'm not saying for sure, but there could be some kind of economic mini crisis or something like that. You could kind of see this possibly developing with China and Russia moving away from the U.S. dollar. Box store giant Toys R Us closing down here in Canada. Minimum wage raising, so a lot of small businesses can't afford to keep their doors open anymore, and a lot of bigger stores are not bigger businesses are not hiring, possibly even laying off. So we could really see a theme with the economy, and so That's another thing, actually. Like, I'm not financially motivated, so I all the astrologers out there all charge, and that's great. And an exchange for energy. Uh, but my philosophy is true healers heal without seeking the compensation. You know, so I want to go ahead and just start giving my content away for free, and hope that people decide to help support me. Um, and I feel like I attract um, wealth by not putting any energy towards that, and just kind of believing everything's gonna work itself out. And it always has. I've been a traveler, hitchhiker, and I've always just gone with that idea that things will work out, and I've never gone without. I've had some difficult times where I've had to budget my money to get through short, difficult periods, but I've never gone without, and I feel that largely because I attract that, because I believe that things will work out. And so I'm going to continue with that as well. You know, I also want to maybe share some views I have about astrology, or the content that I'm going to share. In regards to tarot or sun sign horoscopes and whatnot. To be honest, I don't feel 100% confident about doing sun sign horoscopes, because it's too generalized, and if the audience is not aware of where their house begins or ends, that really changes the whole reading on the sun sign. But I follow my rising sign. I feel there's way more. I don't really relate very much to following the sun sign horoscopes, and I encourage more to follow our rising sign. So, therefore, I feel like sun sign horoscopes can be rather deceiving. This shadow on my face is bothering me. I hope it's not bothering anyone else. I started this video and I'm really liking uh, the flow of it so far, so I'm not gonna start over due to lighting. Anyhow, tarot. I'm not really into tarot. I think it's overused, and tarot compared to astrology, tarot is. I am into the magic, and that everything's tied together and whatnot, but the overuse of tarot, I find, uh, is just taking us off of the focus, perhaps, or off the main target. And with astrology, to me, there's a science there. Uh, all the astrological planets and whatnot, the movements are all resonating an energy, and really, like a quote from Einstein: "If you want to understand the universe, you gotta think in terms of physics." And so I look at the physical resonance of the planets, uh, and so I really feel like there is solid. It's an unproven science, but to me, there is a science behind astrology when there is not so much behind tarot. So I'm not going to work with tarot, but what I do enjoy is uh, why am I not thinking of this right now? By Degree, um, Ellis Lonsdale does a book. man, as if I'm forgetting this right in the middle of my video. I'll add it later, but Sabian symbols, that's what I was thinking of. And I like Ellis Lonsdale's book. I can't recall the name right now. Like I was saying earlier, I kind of have let the momentum go, and so I haven't really been looking at it that much lately, and it's something that I want to get back into. I've been following the book online. I'll add a link to it, but I'm actually going to order the book so I can have a hard copy, because like I said, I live rural. I don't have internet at home. That's one of the problems as well why I haven't been doing a lot of content. I don't have internet. I don't have a cell phone or TV or anything like that. I'm a very minimalistic person. I like to just kind of, stay in tune to the universe, listen, and just kind of go with the flow of things. My name's Mercury Messenger, or my YouTube page is Mercury Messenger, and the reason why is I'm a Jupiter. I'm a Jupiter conjunct my Sun in the 10th house of the sign Gemini. I'm a Virgo rising, and I'm a third house, which Gemini rules the third house, or Mercury rules both Gemini and Virgo. A third house moon with Uranus exalted on my moon, which that's Uranus' his most powerful position, and it's in the sign of Scorpio, so very deep. And then if you want to look at my Mercury is in Taurus 9th house, so higher education and beliefs in a very grounded earth and valued place aspect. On top of all this, I have my Mars and Venus conjunct my south node on top of that, which my Mars and Venus, I look at Mars and Venus as the twins rather than the lovers, and so I feel that them conjunct together like that is a very Gemini trait, being in the 8th house deep. And if you look at where my moon is, being in Scorpio and the 8th house tie together, so I often joke around that I feel like I'm possibly a manifestation of the planet Mercury here to bring the message. So here I am doing that. Have I covered everything that I wanted to cover so far today? I kind of believe I have, so I think I'm gonna end with this. Thanks a lot for joining. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please share, subscribe, and whatnot, and I hope to see you in future videos. Thank you very much. Have a good day.